stand fast. How much do you think you are worth? Most people don't think that their employer pays them nearly enough. So what if you could change that? Well, a company in Buenos Aires is challenging staff to put their money where their mouth is and explain why they think they deserve a pay rise in front of all their colleagues.
3 times a year, the Argentinian company Tenpine invites employees to salary meetings. The firm has 90 employees, and by all accounts, staff morale is high. So is this the way to create a more trusting environment at the office? Would it work in a bigger company like the BBC? I shudder to think. Let's speak to Jorge Silva. He is Tenpine's co-founder, and he joins us from Buenos Aires. Good to have you on the programme. I mean, this is a brave endeavour. Tell us what the atmosphere is like when you gather people in a room and someone says, you know what, I deserve a pay rise.
Hey, how you doing? First of all, I would like to say that I'm one of the co-founders. I'm not just the founder of the company. And about the question, the atmosphere is really, I don't know, it feels like trust, and it feels like a safe place where you can, show your feelings and tell the people how do you feel. And it's a really introspective moment, because it is not that you go there and you improvise. It's something that you think about before for a really long time. And the idea is that you can show your rationale in the meeting and explain why do you think you deserve a raise, right?
It's quite a utopian company, yours, because 50% of the profits are shared among the staff each year. There's no overall CEO, there's no real managers. So how do you, among yourselves, decide whether someone is deserving of a raise? I mean, is there a sort of bracket that you put people in, and do people move within brackets?
Well, yeah, of course we have like different seniorities and different brackets. But the idea is we have like some kind of heuristics or some kind of implicit rules that, for example, the people that is most experienced or the people that have more years or the people more senior, they tend to present once a year and not several times. And for example, the people that is younger or that has more growth to expose is going to present, 3 times a year. So it really depends on your growth, and it really depends on your seniority and how do you feel in terms of your growth in the last 3, 4, 6 months, right?
Jorge, to play devil's advocate, it sounds quite time-consuming to have the whole company listen to everybody's arguments and then debate it. It doesn't sound very efficient.
Yeah. Well, I don't know in terms of efficiency, but in terms of time, it's really time-consuming. But I will say that anything that you want to make it good, to make it for good, is going to take time. There is no magic. There is no decision that is going to take less time, right?
Right. Yeah. So you say that it's worth the time. Can you give Christian and I a top tip of the arguments that succeed in asking for a pay rise?
Well, I will say that most of the time, and the most junior people, they explain how they grow and taking, for example, different new responsibilities or different new skills in front of the customer inside the company, because we have in the company we don't have like support staff, so ourselves tends to do the different roles that the company needs. So it's really important that you participate in the management of the company. So sometimes new skills like that is really appreciated, and then you have to gain the recognition of your peers, right?
Yeah.
So it really depends on that too. It's really important that your peers feel that you are growing and feel your value and try to expose that.
Yeah. You have to be good and
I'm
seem
writing
to be
all this
good.
down, by the way, Jorge. I'm making notes here.
Well, Jorge, it's given us some food for thought. We wish you the best with your endeavours, and it clearly has an impact on morale, Cathy.
Thank you.
It clearly has impact on morale. Transparency is a big issue on wages at the moment. I've just had a note from our editor here who says you are actually worth a rise this week because you've been acting up all week.
Yeah, and then also you've been very good at new challenges because you've done your hair so well during COVID is another one that I've got here from Liz. So she's taken notice of your wonderful hairdo. That's
Let's
nice,
get some of the days
Very
out of the
nice.
news.